It's a little standoff. I do have your pellets right here. I do. Ah, hello. Oh, Fifi. Good morning, Joe. Morning, Palin. Good morning, Hanson. There you go. Morning, Max. Good morning, Tritopus. How's everyone doing? Did you all have good weekends? Oh my gosh, Fifi. Oh my gosh. Good morning, Megalomaniac and Zara and Boba and Ravine and Mazira and Pug. Morning, Danny and Annie. How be do? How be do? Good morning, Rob. I've just been I actually managed to get up earlier than I've been getting up recently, so I think I finally managed to catch up with my a little bit of my sleep over the weekend, which is nice. And I'm hoping that I'll catch up even more this weekend, as I'll be staying away. Good morning, David. But yes, still eepy. But it was nice getting up and doing work this morning. Max, thank you very much for the 51 months, 51 years of bunnies. That's 25 and a half Jerry's for he is only 2. True. Good morning, honey. But yeah, how is everyone? Did you all have good weekends? I had like a very social weekend. Well, I had a social Saturday, which meant that on Sunday I was like, I need to rest. I can't do 2 social days. I need to have time off in between. Morning, Dave. But on Friday we went out as well because it was Sarah's birthday karaoke. Morning, Rob. And then on Saturday I went to Sarah's birthday picnic. And then I was meeting 2 friends for dinner. And oh my gosh, because it was 4:20, it was like the most busy I have ever learned my lesson now. And it was very lovely. But yeah, on Sunday, oh, we got F. Oh, Fifi. We got a little one here as well. Little. Oh, sorry, I dropped it. Here you go. There you go. You have to pace yourself. That one's for Jerry. There you go. There you go. Little banoos. Good fooch. I think that's all of them, unless you're sat on any of them. Mayhaps. Tea. Are we back? Have the F stopped, or is it still misbehaving? Hello, Alex. If you can hear me, I don't know what the sound is doing. I do not know. That's all of them, Vivi. That's all of them. We good? Nice. Morning, genius. But yeah, I found that if I have I try and do social stuff on a Saturday and then I can just sort of mush for Sunday, which is nice. But then obviously next weekend is 3 days in a row of social activities. Well, I guess it's like going to the cinema, isn't it? You are watching stuff, so it's not too bad. But yeah, hello. You went to the Stadio Orchestra on Friday and loved it. Oh, I did see some footage of one of the concerts and it was so good. I was so jealous. Good morning, Owls, and good morning, Mike. Good morning, Cow. Hello. You've had all your pellets? You have. You want more? Are you still hungry? Still a hungry boy? Morning, Anhu. Harry and I are going on Monday. Ah, nice. Do you want me to... Are you just really hungry still? This isn't like him. Normally he gets bored and wants to go off. I will get you more. Hang on, I'm going to put it here. Ooh, beef. Wait, I'll be back. I will be back. Gerry. Come on, baby boy. Gerry. Gerry. You're so hungry today. Sorry, I had to put the phone down because basically when I get the pellets out of the pellet chest, two things happen in quick succession. One of them is that Gerry sticks his head into the chest, and the other is that Fifi jumps on top of the lid. So it's something I definitely need two hands for, lest I get a very squished boy. He was grunting so much, though. Bless he. Please let Gerry know that he is the best, and also let Fifi know that she is also the best. Aww. Morning, Jivo. Morning, Nico. He's definitely full of grunts today, though. Angry boy. Bless him. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Stardew. Yeah, I saw someone who gets recommended to me on TikTok a lot, and they had gone, and you had your fill now? You just chinning? Why are you also... He's like, I don't want it, but I do want to look in the bowl and see if there's more. Oh, funny little boy. Oh, jeez, Fifi. Something made Fifi jump, and she just all of a sudden just like ran forward at such speed. It made me jump. Duncan, thank you very much for the 4 months. Thank you. I hope you're doing good. I have never seen... That was such a quick takeoff that she did there. I do not know why. First day back at work, so I'm with Gerry being a grumpy boy. Oh yeah, after your week off. Did you have a good week off, Anhu? Have you bought your big foam hand for Dota? No, but I think they do them. If you're in like the fancy bit of the arena, I think you get like a little goodie bag. And I wonder if... Oh, no, actually, I think it had those... You know those little like inflatable things that you hit together and they make a really loud noise? I think it was those, actually. But yeah. Budgies. I wonder if he wants... I've got 3 pellets in my hand. How is Fifi? Like, Gerry's had his fill, but Fifi is still very much like, more. Anymore. I will wait by the bowl in case it refreshes itself. So, slight curveball, but Kirsty and I had an idea. Oh my gosh, a vuvuzela. That takes me back. Kirsty and I had this idea of like, I was saying, what could we do for our 100th comfort zone? And I was like, oh my gosh, what if we spent a night in a haunted hotel? So last night I was like looking up like most haunted hotels in like Gloucestershire and Somerset, and you know, just places that aren't too far away to go but on central Bristol sort of thing. Morning V. And so I was looking up all the different places. There is actually one down in Lyme Regis, which I guess we could have gone to before, but yeah, I was looking them up, and then reading all of the stories, I made myself really scared. I made myself just like even just reading about things that people have said have happened, I was like finding myself getting really spooked, and then And then I ended up messaging Kirsty like, if we do this, we're staying in a twin room. I am not staying on my own. She was like, yeah, that's fine. Mark did stay in a haunted room, but I have a feeling that that was like quite far away. But the ones I was looking at, I mean, there's Jamaica Inn, but that's quite far down in Cornwall. But I think that's meant to be one of the most haunted places, and it's like out in the middle of, is Bodmin that's in the middle of? Getting scared without even having to visit seems like great value, yes. It turns out that the place where I got all of my family to stay when I got married, a place called Arnos Manor Hotel, apparently that's one of the most haunted places in Bristol, which I didn't realise at the time. I think it used to be a convent, and there's stuff like, oh, there was a nun who was sealed inside the wall, and you get to see people going upstairs that aren't there anymore, and all of this stuff. Arnhall's Manor, yes, next to Arnhall's Vale. But yeah, there's she got the haunted. Oh, a haunted clock. That was just from Amazon. Go and stay in an Amazon warehouse. But yeah, we were talking about doing that. I did find there's like, then I found this like amazing place in London, which is so expensive, and I wouldn't really want to. Well, I would want to stay there if I wasn't paying for this. But there's a place in London that does these like magic themed rooms, and you go and stay in this like wizard's dormitory, and you also get like, do you want your pillow yet? You do. You got a tiny bit of room left in your tum-tum, have you? You also get to stay in you get this like cream tea, but the cream tea is all like potion themed. And they do have a vegan one, but it's like £43 a person. I was like, I don't think I could do that. But it's got all of this, like, you know, when they do things with what's that ice stuff where it's all like, it looks all spooky, liquid ice or whatever. It's it looks all dry ice. That's the one. But it looks really cool, and I was like, oh, if I could spend silly money or be sponsored to go there, I would go. It looked so cool. I've forgotten the name of it though. But that one was in London. But yeah, I was basically looking up like the most haunted hotels in the UK. I was thinking that liquid ice is just water. That's very spooky. My ice is dripping. But yeah. Oh no, not just for tea. It's £43 for a cream tea, so you get sandwiches, cakes and scones. But still, you would not usually spend £43 on that sort of thing. One in Limewood. But yeah, it's I think there should be one in Emblem. There's plenty of spooky places around Bristol, I'm sure. That Kirsty and I could spend a night in. I've forgotten the name of the one that I was looking up. Black Swan Inn, maybe? I think in Wiltshire. Apparently that one has like legs that appear. People see legs walking around, and I was like, oh, should we stay in this one? It's got leggies. And there's also like a lady who sits and looks out the window. And there was one that is haunted by a dog. And I was like, maybe we should just go and stay at the dog one. Because I think if I saw a ghost dog, I'd be like, aw. Whereas if I see a ghost person, I'm going to be like, no. What about the haunted lady's toilet? Yes. Yes. But yeah, I that's our current thinking of what we could do. But we've only got like a month and a half to plan it in now, I think. I'm a skeptic, but I'd like to go to one of these haunted stays of either weirdo wanting something to happen. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I think you get the two ends of things. Like, on the Falklands podcast, they're always saying that they've never seen anything because they're too keen. It's almost like when you get, like cats, the people who really want cats to love them are the ones that they're not interested in. So maybe if you're too keen to see a ghost, you won't see them either. But yeah, we're trying to find, because I wouldn't really want to like some of the places. I mean, I know this is probably what people want, but when you go, you like find a place and it says like, oh, this place is really old and really haunted, but then they've made the rooms look really modern, and I'm like, no, you'd want to stay in a place that's like looks the part, if you know what I mean. You want it to have the old creaky furniture, like the dark wood. You don't want it to be all like a, old place on the outside, but Premier Inn on the inside sort of thing. So, yeah, I'm trying to find a place that looks how it should still, but I guess I can understand that people do want a slightly more modern looking room, so they have had to change with the times, but yes, we have a few ghosts at the museum. There's a girl that just appears and walks through the walls to the attic. Yeah, I saw a few of those in this list of hotel rooms. There's a few like, this person will just stick their head through the door and stuff like that. Morning Chronicle. A creaky door that's never been oiled, yeah. There was one, I can't remember where this one was. Maybe this was the London one actually, where, because it, like on this website I found, it had like stories of sightings and stuff, and one of them was, I heard a child's laughter, but then I asked at the hotel reception, like, where were the children staying, and they were like, there's no one else staying in the hotel at the moment. And I was like, okay. But I feel like you wouldn't. Sorry, Fifi is biting my pajamas. I feel like you wouldn't go to the front desk and be like, excuse me, where was this laughter coming from? Because, like, their excuse for it was that they wanted to go and talk to the parents to ask the children to keep it down later if they were still being noisy. But I'm like, I don't think you would hear the sound of a child and then immediately be like, well, just in case they're kicking off at 9 p.m, I better check out, where this family is staying in the hotel. But yeah. Apparently Clifton Suspension Bridge is haunted by... No, Brunel will have had better things to do, surely. He'd be off making, I don't know, heavenly bridges and trains and stuff. He wouldn't hang around. He wouldn't have nothing to hang around for. He's off. He had a good time here. He's not got any unfinished business. Apart from, didn't his train track keep falling into the sea in Dawlish? So if anything, he'd haunt Dawlish, surely. Bristol was fine. He never got to see the bridge finished. But now it is finished. Surely you'd move on. It'd be like, that's nice. There's my bridge. Off I go. But yes, that's our current plan. Because I was thinking if we got some like nice, I watch every horror movie I come across, but nothing really spooks me anymore. I am the exact opposite. I jump at everything and invent things in my head to be scared of. So maybe I could hand you some of my being scaredness. And I can take some of your bravery. I'm literally a human bunny. Good morning, Motara. I have done things such as walked down the corridor, like gone from the bedroom to the toilet, which is along the hallway, and I'll hang my jumper over the banister as I go in, and then I'll come out the toilet and jump at my jumper over the banister, despite the fact I put it there like 5 seconds earlier. And even when I jumped at it, I then jumped at it a second time, and I was like, surely the first time should have told me enough that it was there. I just, dear oh dear. Dear oh dear. I need less being scaredness. I can't do anything scary. Yeah, see, I it's like scary games, scary films, any of that stuff. Cannot be dealing with it. And yet, I came up with this idea of staying somewhere scary. I just thought, like, I was like, where could we go that we could record an episode on location, so to speak? And I was like, well, I mean, maybe we could ask a bed shop if we could go and record in a bed shop, or ask IKEA if we could spend the night in the bedroom department or something. But then I was like, well, maybe it would be better if we stayed in a place. And I was like, where could we stay? Oh, because I was looking up, I mean, there's various things, like, I think back in olden days, as in ancient Greek days, I think people would sometimes like sleep in temples as you were more likely to have dreams which would have messages from gods and stuff. So I was like, I'm going to use hey, want to stay in the bedroom department as a chat-up line. So I was thinking, like, oh, where could we stay that would supposedly affect sleep? And yeah, so then I thought, oh, maybe somewhere haunted, supposedly. But yes, because I guess they wouldn't really want us to, like, stay in a church or a temple or anywhere. But that's the current plan. But we do have to, organise. He's very scrunched. Let's film an episode in ancient Greece. Over some sort of source of like natural gas or something, which is why they thought maybe that's what the oracles were. But then they also, I think they, what's the word? Explained it by having it be like the, it was the gods breathing inspiration into them. But yes, I thought Fifi was going to run over, but she's gone off to do other mischief. Been so ruined by the time expression that every time someone says back in the olden days, I think 90s. No. Morning, Mandy. I guess it depends. If I think the olden days, I guess if I'm referring to olden days which I remember, I would think the 90s. Whereas if I'm thinking like, if I'm talking about living memory olden days, I'd be thinking more of like 30s, maybe. Jerry, he groom, he blanky. But then a lot of the time I am just talking about ancient Greece. Just anyway, because it's my Roman Empire. I think in the movie 300 they give the oracle hallucinogens or something. I was actually looking up, funnily enough, I was looking up last night if there still is an oracle in Delphi that you can visit, because obviously Delphi moved, because there's like ancient Delphi, which is where the Omphalos is and where the oracle used to be, but now there is like modern day Delphi. And because I swear that Stephen Fry, I swear there's a bit in Mythos where he said that he made the pilgrimage to the oracle, but apparently there isn't one there anymore. But I was thinking, like, if there was an oracle in Delphi, I genuinely would go and see them and ask some questions. And then I was thinking, but they would reply in Greek, which would be literally Greek to me. So it might not be very helpful. But I do love the idea of going to see, like, a psychic, I guess it would be. I was going to say medium, but they're more like talking to the dead, I guess. I do like the idea of going to see one. Just trying to go in with, like, open mind and see what could be said. Because I've had friends who have gone and been like, yeah, that's genuine. They knew stuff. But then again, maybe these days you make an appointment and they just look at your Facebook or something. Who knows? But yeah. But yes, I would love to go out that way. I was looking at hello. If it isn't the babyest boy in all the baby kingdom. No, you're a serious business baby at the moment. You do not want cuddles. But as soon as you do, my little Jerry Maguire, you let me know. Huh? Is it cuddle time? Perchance? Perchance now? Yeah. Half my family is medium. See, I want to go to there. But I feel like you get so many of them on Etsy. You get like people who are just like, oh, just booking for a half-hour appointment, and I'm like, no, I want it to be like on a pier in a broken down seaside town or something. Like, I want it to be in someone's house. I don't want it to be like just do a Zoom call for half an hour. I'll let you know everything. The full experience, yes. Does look teensy from that angle. He is a little guy. Aren't you a little guy? Oh, sorry, Jerry. I tickled your ear. I had a horrible dream about Fifi last night. It's always very disturbing. And I had a horrible dream about Fauna the night before, and I'm just like, I guess I must be... Huh? Huh? There's a lorry outside. That's why he's like, Jerry? Beep, 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 beep. Nowsy recommended us a movie with it literally had a medium in a Zoom call. Oh, was it the one, what is it called? Oh yeah, Host. I know the guy who made that. Worked together many a moon ago. I've not seen it though because I am supportive from a distance. If you start stressing about the lorry, Jerry would also panic. Oh, I just didn't want to pet he whilst he was spooked. I was letting him work through his spookedness and be rewarded with cuddles. Yay! Yay! I was asking, not telling. Oh! Would Jerry also start panicking? Yes. Well, yes. Like, if I started being, like, shocked about something, he would probably be like, what's going on? What the heck? But if I... Little baby. But he's, I think, But then again, it's difficult with Jerry. Like, Fifi definitely would, but she's, like, more on edge, whereas Jerry, a lot of the time, will just be like, whatever. he doesn't mind. It's funny that different things that you would think would spook them do and don't. Morning, Thomas. Still scarred from the one you watched for Yump. The movie I watched for Yump, I was fine with. I didn't find that scary. It's like, I thought, I have horror movie recommendations? I'm a baby. I got scared watching Woman in Black, and that was like a 12A. But then again, something spooky did happen in the cinema itself, which I think was one of the spookiest things that happened in that film. So maybe the film wasn't as scary as I remember. What was the film I watched for Yump? Do you know, I've forgotten the name of it. It was about, was it like Santa's helpers, finishers, yeah, it was a Christmas one. I've completely forgotten what it was called. The rating doesn't really show how scary it is. I guess, yeah, I guess there's always there's different things that, there's different sorts of horror, I guess. There is stuff that, Alex will genuinely just start laughing at stuff if it becomes too gory, because he'll just be like, okay, it's ridiculous now. If it, it will cross a certain threshold where he's just like, it's stupid, it's dumb. It's not scary because whereas I don't really get that. I'll still be like, ugh. Rare Exports, that was the one. Because it can be quite disturbing if I'm making dinner or something and I can hear Alex in the next room and I can just hear the grisly sounds of horror violence, and then I just hear him chuckling and I'm like, what is happening? What have I married? Some crazy person next door. But then there's things that I find scary which are so we started watching Baby Reindeer, and that is the sort of stuff that unnerves me most of all, when you've just got people who don't know what that's about. It's basically about this comedian who he has a stalker, and it's one of those things that it's not like there's any particular threat of violence or anything, but it's just a general feel of discomfort, and it just puts you on edge. And I think it's made worse by the fact it's a true story, which is made worse again by the fact that it's literally acted out by the man who experienced it in the first place. He wrote it and now stars in it. So I think that just has a few layers of being very uncomfortable, but I wouldn't really say it's horror at all. I recently watched Zone of Interest, and that was the sort of horror where it wasn't scream, but at the end where stuff is just I think I find those sorts of things a lot more powerful than if you're watching something and it's just spooky jump scares and stuff. Watched a video essay on a Japanese horror mockumentary yesterday. It's really interesting because it was unnerving since it was subtle about its horror. Yeah, I think that's the thing. I guess there's a horror film. Sorry, Phoebe just appeared next to me, just oh. I was like, hello. Well, what can you hear? There's a film I watched a while ago called Pontypool, and that is it does that typical horror thing. I won't spoil it in case people do want to watch it, but when you get horror films that there's a build up and a build up and a build up, and then you get to a point where oh, bye Fifi. you get to a point where you're like, okay, now you're at the point where you have to either start showing the monster or you have to explain the monster or, you know, that sort of thing. And for me, the first half is a lot stronger than the second half. But I won't say what it's about or what happens, just in case people want to watch it, because I think watching it for the first half is worth it. But yes, this Pontypool is not, it's Canadian. It's not about the Welsh one. Fifi? But it is good. I think there is that, like, I think there's, like, very few films that get away with actually, like, having a reveal of, like, this is the monster and it's still holding up, sort of thing. But yes. Fireman Sam lives. I can't remember where Fireman Sam lived. Oh, Pontypandy. Okay. What do you think of Nope? That's not really the sort of thing I would watch, to be honest. That's why I think Stranger Things has got worse in series 1. Yeah, and I guess, but then things that I think do hold up after seeing The Monster, Super 8. I think Super 8 still holds up after the reveal. But then, like I say, I don't really watch much scary stuff. So I'm not really one to have Super 8 is blooming great. Yeah, Alien's good. Well, I've seen one of them. I can't remember which. Or maybe I've seen 2. But yeah, I'm not really. I mean, we started watching. Well, Alex started watching the Fallout TV show, and even though it's not my sort of thing at all, so I didn't bother watching it. It's one of those things that I slowly started being like, well, I'll just watch a bit, and now I found myself just sitting there for like whole episodes. So I've sort of started watching it from midway through episode 4, and then occasionally I'll just be like, it's one of those things that he was like, do you want to watch it from the beginning? I'm like, no, it's fine. It's not really my sort of thing. And now I find myself being like, okay, so why is this guy here? And they have to explain it all to me. And he's like, do you want to watch it from the beginning? I'm like, no. It's fine. Because I think like that sort of setting just really isn't my sort of thing, but there's something about it that I am finding very, I guess it's just, you can have like a, where did she go? Like a well-written thing, and then the setting doesn't really matter. Because it does just intrigue me. Oh, hello. Tea. Maybe I should watch Fallout. I mean, I guess just give it a go. If you got Prime, just give it a go. Because like I said, it's like not really my, like I've not played the games and that sort of setting. Usually I'd be like, I really don't like specifically like post-apocalyptic things. So it's definitely not my sort of thing, but for some reason I am enjoying it. A Fifi. Lim. Which is nice because I know a lot of the times like video game things can be not so good. Hey fuffers. Tea. 3 episodes in now, quite liking it. Maybe I should go back and watch the first 3 episodes. Just so I can give Alex a break from having to explain things to me. But I think I've sort of filled in all the gaps now. It's like how I started watching Lost with series 3, and then I went back and watched 1, and then I just filled in the gaps of 2 and never actually watched it because I was like, well, I can figure out who died and who didn't. But yeah. but it's not inspiring me to go and play the games at all. I still don't think it's it'd be my sort of thing. But I did used to enjoy playing the like shelter game on the mobile. That was good fun. It's making me want to play that again, strangely enough. But not the actual games. Lim 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 lim. Thank you for the kisses. Although I do very much have that thing of like, if anything happens to any dog in this show at all, I will immediately stop watching it. out of protest. So we shall see. It's on Steam now. What, the little shelter game? What in the bottle? I guess I it's one of those things that there are certain games that I have on Steam that I'm like, I would play this if it was on my phone, but for some reason mobile-y feeling things played on my computer, I don't know why, but it would just make me be like, nah. But yes, I'm glad that it's like the right level of, because I think there was someone else who I was talking to about it and they were saying that they didn't want to watch it because they thought it was too violent, and I think I just assumed like, oh well, if it's too violent for someone else, it would definitely be too violent for me. But no, it's fine. It's my sort of level. I can handle it. I might get the bunnies a snack just to lure them over here. Oof. Hello. Oh, Gerry, no. There's some spinach and there's some coriander. Oh, Fifi. Oh, bless you, bunnies. Eclipse, thank you very much for the 44 months. And Raph, thank you very much for the 3 months. Thank you both. It's very kind of you. Well done, Fifi. Good munches. Good inhaling. It's always a worry when you have a bad dream about the bunnies and then you come downstairs and you're sort of like, please be okay. Makes you wonder, like, oh, what if they had the same bad dream? I think she's at a loose end as to what to do now. Oh, she's checking the bowl again. Because sometimes Gerry will wake up like a little bit grumpy. And I do wonder, like, oh, did he have a bad dream or something? Is that why? He can't really think, like, what other factor there is throughout the night. But yes. I have a dream today. I think we're going to be recording Comfort Zone today. And I have a dream that I was like, I have absolutely no idea what it was. And I was so sleepy when I recorded it. I'm sort of like, it. Sometimes, like, dreams will come back to you. And, you have, like, a vague, like, I think this recording was this dream I had about blah, blah, blah. Whereas this one, I'm like, I barely even remember recording it, let alone anything that happened in the dream. It's very odd listening back to your own voice, saying stuff that you're like, is that me? I have to check the animals if Sophie has a bad dream about them because she is too worried. Yeah, I always get this like feeling of, because I'll hear Alex go downstairs in the morning and I'll hear him be like, hello. He's got like his talking to the bunny voice. And as soon as I hear that, I'll be like, oh, okay, they're okay, it's okay. I had a dream my legs got replaced with wet spaghetti. What? So I wouldn't be able to walk when I woke up. Oh, jeez. Bunny's dream you wouldn't give them food. True. I'm worried they're not going to get us why they're so ravenous when they wake up. If I don't write a dream down, it's usually gone. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's why I record them, like, straight away as soon as I wake up. Because if I leave it at all, it's just going to go. It's just going to fizzle away. Like, as soon as you, like, stand up, it's like your head moves out of that dream space. I mean, some of them will stick with you. Like, I have one that I had last week that has stuck with me for days, even though I didn't record it, because it was just very... Morning, Anu. It was just very oddly specific. But yeah... I vaguely remember Jack Black being in mine last night. Ah, my 10-year-old son whimpers in his sleep sometimes. I keep thinking, what do you have to dream about? I've been looking up. There's a big lorry outside. I don't know if you can hear it. There's been a lot of like activity in the last few days on the Somni Gastronomy Reddit, which is the one that we're thinking of doing videos from for Patreon stuff. So every time there's a new post, I'm just like, would I make this? Would I try this? How would I make this? When will I make this? But some of them are just a bit too impossible, too dreamy to be reality. But there have been some very good ones. Somni Gastronomy is a subreddit which is about food that people have dreamt up, and there's like 3 different tags. There's ones where people have just dreamt it, one where they've actually, like, people have actually made it, and then there's a tag that is just called cursed, which is like, one recently was like, I had a dream that I had pudding with spider legs in it, and people are like, do not make this. No one make this. Whereas other ones people will actually make, and it's all inspired by this person who made a thing called the King's Hand. They had a dream about yes, it's the King's Hand, where they dreamt that they had a cookie hand that was filled with Greek salad. And that inspired this whole subreddit of people being like, I dreamt about this. There was one recently that was like, I dreamt about whipped oat milk, I think it was. And it was this pudding that was just whipped oat milk in a little red bowl inside a milk carton. And they were very specific that that's how it had to be served. Has Anne seen that one? Oh, I wonder if that's better or worse than Chocky Hand. But yes, every time they had a new one, that's how I started eating olives. I dreamt of a recipe. How strange. Like, some of them are really good. Some of them are just really weird and don't really make sense. Or there'd be like impossible things. Like, I think there was one recently where they were like, oh, I dreamt that there was this cocktail and it was made out of a song. And I'm like, well, we can't really recreate that one now, can we? But yes, some of them are doable. I had a dream years ago where I bought a new chocolate bar at a shop and I even sent the suggestion to the company. Do you remember what it was? Have I ever seen Kay's cooking? No, but I remember someone explaining it to me once, but I've forgotten what it was. I've heard of it. The name is very familiar, but no, I've not seen it. What sort of thing do they do? What's the one that's not the one you... Oh no, Anhel, you mentioned the, like, I suck at cooking. That's the one that you always say, I'm like, which I definitely do not take offense. She's a terrible cook. She's what I imagine dream recipes would be. Oh, okay. I've not seen, like, what sort of stuff does she try to make? Like, is it that she makes terrible food or that she's trying to make good food but she makes it terribly, sort of thing? She does just, like, home cooking. Oh, okay. It's like Oreo kind of bar with nuts and dark chocolate under the milk chocolate. Ooh. I've heard of it, but I've not seen it at all. I think originally she was honestly trying to make food, but then it turned out bad and she went viral, so she's probably leaning into it now. Oh, okay. I see. Hello. Is your blanket scrumply? She once did fried rice and just put rice in a pan without boiling it first. It's like the other day I got recommended this, like, video. Oh, was it a trailer, actually? It might have been a trailer on TV. I can't remember where I saw this, but it was for some cooking show on TV. And there was this person trying to cut something, and the chefs... I'm guessing it's like a show where they get people who can't... It wasn't can't cook, won't cook, but it was like people who aren't chefs. And someone was trying to cut something with the knife guard still on. And then when they took it off, they tried cutting it with the wrong side of the knife. And I was like, this can't be real. Surely no one would actually try to do that. But yeah. Yes, it was that one, Mexico's. Because, yeah, the person afterwards was chopping. They were like, how are you meant to chop an avocado? And they were just cutting it into slices with the peel still on and the stone still in. And then they were trying to cut it out. And then, it was whatever that show was. I remember that bit afterwards now. But yes. I once watched someone cook carrots on a live stream. I thought, this can't be real. Dear, oh dear. I mean, I guess at least that person's knife was sharp enough to have a knife guard on it. Whereas the one poor Lids was given, she may as well have been trying to cut carrots with a spoon. Gerry, you getting cozy? You gonna be the coziest boy when you're done with your blankie? Yeah. Have you seen people cook rice like pasta? No. Although, I do keep seeing recipe videos get suggested to me on like Instagram, whatever, where people are putting a lot of stuff in a rice cooker. And it's made me want to be like, it's made me want to try it. Because all I put in our rice cooker, I'll be honest, is rice. Whereas, I'm thinking like, oh, maybe I could be a bit more adventurous and chuck some other stuff in there. But then I get scared and I don't do it. You want a rice cooker so bad? Oh, it is really good. I mean, we have a lot of rice, so it definitely definitely works out having that. Someone even introduced me to kettle pasta, which is where you put the pasta in the kettle to boil it. No, that's worse than doubt us putting the tea bag in the kettle. Dear oh dear. I mean, maybe, because we do have like a little steam tray thingy for veg that goes on top. Well, actually, I guess maybe it's more for buns, but not these buns. He did what? Well, I think you just get parts of America where you don't have kettles. I don't think kettles are like a big thing in America. So I think he just didn't know, and he just put the tea bag in the actual kettle itself. Still tempted by air fryers. Oh, I bloody love my air fryer. Get one, Rob. Do it. Do it. It's so good. Don't have a kettle here. Yeah, it's just as long as he learned from his experience. Well, I wouldn't go that far. Yeah, the air fryers are just so good. Like, because when you feel bad for having like a teeny tiny thing in your oven, it's good to just have, you can just put it in your teeny tiny air fryer, and then you don't worry that you're using up too much stuff, and it cooks quicker, and sometimes it'll be crispier. Like, oh, so good. Just like, chop up a potato, toss it in some oil, maybe a little bit of cornstarch if you're feeling fancy, and then bung it in the air fryer, and then you have chips. It's a good time, an air fryer. Oh, I've just seen the time. Speaking of time. Well, Hall or Rob, whichever one of you is less. Oh, Hansen indeed. We can go to, I don't know. Should we go to the chickens? We can go see some chimkins. Lovely little chimkins. Time is a tool you can put on the wall or wear it on your wrist. There's always time for time. Well, everyone, I will be back. I sent you a Tim Downey tweet for after. I had a dream about Tim Downey the other day. I didn't record it, but I remember it. But I will be back at 2 for Stardew. Today is a very exciting day because it's Rithian's birthday, and he has agreed to do Stardew with us. So that's very special, and we're going to be extra nice to Rithian. We're always very lovely to Rithian, but we're going to be extra nice today for the boy. So yeah, everyone, I will see some of you there. The rest of you have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you soon. You drew something. Cute. But yes, be good, and I will see you soon. And take care, everyone. Bye-bye for now. Oh, no, Gerry, don't leave. Bye-bye. Gerry, no. Gerry. Oh, no, he's just settling down. He's fine. He's okay. I worried he was leaving me. But no. I cover him with the blankie to make a cozy boy. Cozy boy. Cozy boy. Let's make him a cozy boy. He's going to be a cozy boy. Oh, no, he worked out. We're gone? Okay. Tea. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone. A boop.